Welcome back to the SQL for Testers and Developers playlist. So far we've covered SQL queries, validation techniques, and data integrity checks. But how do we convert these checks into actual test cases? In the previous video, we have created one test case, so let's practice more. In this video, we will cover how to write structured SQL test cases, test scenarios for data validation, integrity, and performance, examples of real-world SQL test cases. By the end of this video, you will be able to write effective SQL-based test cases for any application. Let's get started. Why SQL test cases are important? SQL test cases help ensure that data is stored and retrieved correctly, business rules are enforced at the database level, queries return expected results, and data processing is accurate and consistent. Imagine testing a banking system where transactions must be accurate and secure. Writing SQL-based test cases allows us to validate data correctly in the database and catch issues early. Now let's create a sample database and start writing test cases. We will create a users table and insert sample records for our test cases. Create table users, user ID int primary key, then a username varchar 50 characters, and it's going to be a unique field. Then email varchar 100 characters, again unique. Created at timestamp default, current timestamp, and status is gonna be a varchar 20 characters. Check status in status in, and then active inactive blocked like this. Select it and execute. So in this query, we are creating users table, which has these columns. User ID, it is a primary key. Username must be unique. Email must be unique as well. Created at is going to be catching the current timestamp, and status needs to have one of these values, active, inactive, or blocked. Now we need to insert sample data. So this query will be in video description. You can copy it or pause this video and type it for practice. Alright, let's select and execute this query. Now let's see the current state of the users table. Select star from users. Select and execute. As you can see, 4 users with their data are displayed. Now we'll write test cases to validate this data. Each SQL test case should have test case ID is a unique identifier, for example, test case 1, TC_01. Description, what the test case checks. The query itself, the SQL query used in this test case. Expected result, what the output should be. Actual result, what the query returns after execution. Pass or fail, based on expected versus actual results. Let's apply this structure to real SQL test cases. So, test case number 1. Validate no null emails. As you can see, this is a test case number 1. We can see its name right here. Test case ID is TC_01. Description, it ensures that no user has a null email. So that's the test query itself. We will copy it in a minute. Then expected result, no records should be returned. Actual result, we need to fill up this field after the test execution. And pass or fail status. Now let's type this query into the workbench. Select a star from users, where email is null. Let's select and execute this query. As you can see, one issue found. Bob Johnson has a null email. We need a fix. So this test case is failed. Here in actual result, we can mention this mismatch and mark it as a failed test case. And now let's see another test case example. test case number 2. As you can see, test case ID is 02. Description: ensure that usernames are unique. That's the query we need to provide. Expected result here will be no duplicate usernames, and the same actual result or status we will provide in the end. Let's execute this query. Select username and count everything from users, group by username, having count star greater than 1. Select this query and execute. We can see no duplicates in the response. This test case passed. Actual result is going to be the same as expected result, and in pass or fail we can mark as passed. Now let's see test case number 3. As you can see, it has this test case ID. Description: ensure status column contains only active, inactive, or blocked. That's the test query. Expected result: no invalid values should exist, and actual result. Again, we're gonna provide it after the test execution. And pass or fail we will also provide after the test execution. Let's provide this query. Select distinct status from users where status not in, and then we need to provide those statuses: active, inactive, and blocked. Alright, let's select and execute this query. As you can see, empty response, this test case passed as well. Actual result is the same as expected result, and this test case passed. Now let's see test case number 4, validate primary key uniqueness. As you can see, it has this test case ID, tc_04, description: ensure all user IDs are unique. That's the query we need to provide to test it. Expected result: no duplicate user ID values. Let's execute this query. Select the user ID, count star from users, group by user ID, having count greater than 1. Let's select and execute this query. Empty response again. So this test case is also passed. We have covered some basic validation scenarios in previous test cases, but let me give you an idea of other possible test cases for SQL. For example, test case number 5, validate foreign key relationships. This test case ensures all user IDs exist in author table, for example, user roles. Test case number 6, validate query exception time. Ensures queries execute within acceptable limits. This is a performance testing example. Test case number 7, validate index usage. Ensure indexes are used for fast retrieval. Test case number 8, validate SQL injection protection. Ensure application prevents SQL injection. This is a security testing example. Now you know how to write effective SQL test cases, validate data completeness and accuracy, ensure data integrity relationships, and test query performance and security. SQL-based testing is critical for reliable, high-quality applications. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more valuable content. It was GNT Creator. I will see you in next videos. Bye.